Hi everybody, it's Kayla, and welcome back to Fixer Upper, the show where I attempt to fix up your houses. Today, we're doing a house called Mid-Century Fixer Upper by Meg9797 on the gallery. It's 30 by 20 lot, one bedroom, one bathroom, costs like 46,000 simoleons, looks like a tornado wrecked the walls. It's a disaster in there, as per usual. And it's really cool, and I love mid-century style houses, like interior, exterior. I just think they're very cool looking. So we're gonna go ahead and give a quick little tour and then renovate it because, as you can see, the outside of this house, it's a little bit old. It's been sitting here, getting overgrown and scary for a long time. Also, I don't know if you can tell here, but like the roof, missing. A lot of the walls, missing. Like, we're having a time here, but I don't even know what this is back here, to be honest. Like, there's some sort of cool bridge, a pergola thing, maybe. I don't know. It's cute. But when you first walk into the house, you can see you walk up and you've got, crazy snake things and stuff in the grass, so that's always fun. But you actually come inside the house and you are first met with the dining room and a lot of scary bottles and things. Maybe some people have like come in here and kind of taken it over as like a party house of sorts while it's empty. But it's a little bit spooky. Is that a baby? Oh my god. I don't like it. Okay, well, anyway, we have the living room here. Beautiful big space, pretty vaulted ceilings and things. It's just, you know, mm, full of things like babies and Christmas trees and random bathtubs. Over here, there's the bassinet. Okay, that's good. I I didn't notice that before, and now I'm a little bit concerned because I just deleted it. I deleted a baby. Who am I? But over here's the kitchen. It's also a little bit terrifying, looks a little bit broken down, obviously because of the tornadoes and stuff. And, the plumbing, all messed up. We're having quite a time here. We have a bathroom in this room, really small, a wooden bathtub. And then we have a bedroom. Where's the door? Over here. And one bedroom. And I actually kept it as only one bedroom. The whole house, so my house that I did, it's a very expensive one bedroom, one bathroom house in the end, but it's real nice, as you'll soon see. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and jump right on in to the renovation. Okay, so we are back and we are fixer-uppering this house. Oh boy, deep breaths, you guys. Everything's fine. This one, I'm not gonna lie to you all. We're having a time. Recently, I was supposed to do this yesterday night, and then I streamed for 5 hours instead, which is, maybe a mistake, but like here we are. So now I'm like crunch time trying to do it on Wednesday, the day of the upload. I hate being on same day upload schedules. I always make a video, well, I like to be making videos the day beforehand, so I have like a video pre-uploaded for the next day. But when I'm on same day schedule, I just get very stressed, and it's not fun. So Sister Simsie is not having a good time, but I'm okay. I'm working on it. We're fine. And that's my little mini rant for you all. Now, this house is a very beautiful mid-century modern style. One of my favorite styles of all time, furnishing wise. I think the exteriors of houses like this are kind of ugly, but like in a good way. I think that's kind of typical of a lot of things of this style. Ugly in a good way. They're just kind of weird looking, but like intentionally, and I love that. So that's one of my favorite styles again, and this house is that. So again, it's fixer-upper, so someone else built this, I'm renovating it. If you want to build me a house, if you go to hashtag #FixMeLilsimsie on the gallery, you can upload things for me, and then I go through there and I pick some. I usually pick houses like this, like kind of smaller-ish houses, different styles every time, and ones that are kind of run down that I can renovate and like master transform. What am I saying? Just, I like to pick houses kind of like this one, but not necessarily this style. You know what I mean? Like, I go through random styles. I try and make them all different. Do I in the end? Maybe not, but like, want to build me something? Go for it, guys. Hashtag #FixMeLilsimsie. Been doing this for like 2 years. It never ends. I think it's fun though. This is like one of my favorite things to do. I love things like this, like fixer-upper type shows in real life, like Mr. Kate, favorite YouTuber. Like, HGTV, love that. Haven't watched HGTV in probably years, but like it reminds me of the good old days when I was like 13 and had time to watch TV, so love that. So basically, I just love to renovate things in The Sims, and it's fun to do and fun to make and whatever. So anyway, there's my story about that. But speaking of builds, I have done so many builds this week on my channel. I don't know what's come over me here, but like I did a room build, I did a speed build, I did a 10-minute build challenge. Like every other video or more is a build video this week, and I'm kind of sorry about that, but also not really because I just love to build. I can't stop myself. I keep going through these weird phases of loving building and also feeling in weird build ruts because I build so much, clearly, in The Sims, that, because I do it kind of for a living to an extent, not quite, but you know what I mean. And so I get these weird ruts of like, I need to build something, but I don't know what to build, meh. But I'm not in that right now. I love The Sims 4, is my point. I don't know where I'm going with this. Either way, house is weird looking in a good way. I like to build. That's the moral of the story here. And speaking of streaming for 5 hours last night, I streamed for 5 hours yesterday, and I'm gonna stream for 12 hours on Saturday. So if you want to be there, I clearly have a death wish, but I'll be live for 12 hours all day, 10 a.m. Eastern Time and 10 p.m. Eastern Time. If you want to drop by, I'll play Sims the whole time. It'll be fun. I mean, fun is maybe not the right word. It'll be fun for you. I'm gonna die. That's not true. I've done it a couple times before. People always seem so worried about me too when I do these things, but I've done it twice. I take breaks, don't worry. I'm gonna like get snacks and water and things. I'll be okay. It's so overwhelming, but in a good way. I know I like always plug my Twitch channel, but I stream so often and it's such a big part of my life that it's hard for me to not talk about it because it's literally my favorite thing in the whole world. Obviously I love making YouTube content also, but Twitch is a whole other ballgame. It's a thing that I do in my spare time, but it's I don't know, every single day I stream too. So like, drop by, want to watch me suffer for 12 hours? Feel free to come hang out. We like talk in the chat. It's so much more interactive than YouTube is, because YouTube I can read your comments, but I can't like respond real time or even really respond at all. But on Twitch, I can like talk to you. Like you type to me and I'm like, oh yeah, hi Susie, welcome. Like instant. I'm snapping. Why? But listen. Hi, we love Twitch, okay? So that's my little spiel about that. Also, I don't know what's wrong with me, but I was recording this video, so I have okay, so I go through phases of kinds of music. I think everyone does this. I don't know why I'm telling you about it, but like, sometimes I'll get in this weird kick where I'm like, I want a new Spotify playlist and I want to like change up my entire music taste, which doesn't make any sense maybe, I don't know, but I went through that the past couple days, and so I've started listening to a lot of very sad music, which I go through like sad music phases often, so this isn't like new, but I don't know, I've been listening to a lot of sad music recently, which is always fun because, we do that sometimes. And I was listening to that playlist while building this today, and I actually like started sobbing. So like around this point, why am I telling you this? But like around this point in the build, I was sitting here literally sobbing, and I was like, I have to finish my video, but I'm so upset. And I just kept building, but I was crying, and it was a whole thing. So why did I tell you that? I don't know. I don't even think I was crying about anything in particular. I was just feeling very overwhelmed. Not even sad, but like very overwhelmed because I have a lot of stuff I need to worry about today and this week and always, and my phone, why is my phone on silent? Oh no, go on silent. Idiot, Kayla. I mean, I've been recording this voiceover for like 10 minutes now, and it hasn't gone off once. It was just when I turned it off that you heard the click, and I realized, because no one ever messages me. But anyway, I'm feeling very stressed. I don't mean to complain so much, but like this whole full-time student, full-time YouTube Twitch thing, like I think I'm doing too much, and I don't want to do any less because I like being busy to an extent, and I don't want to like cut back on uploads or streams, and I can't cut back on school. Like the things that I probably should cut back on, I don't want to, and so I just don't know what to do. So, but I don't need your advice, so why am I telling you this is kind of my point, but like I just need to get it out there that I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed, and that's maybe an understatement. I don't know if I can handle this much longer, and okay, this is getting deep, but like, I feel this immense pressure and responsibility, and like I owe you guys a lot because you've given me so much, and so I can't just like not upload, and also if I just don't upload, I won't make money, and then I can't pay like bills and stuff, and that's not fun. So like I just I'm feeling very right now, and I'm gonna be okay. It's just sometimes we have moments in our lives where we just start feeling a little bit overwhelmed, and this is one of those times. I think we've all been there, and we're getting there. What am I saying? My point is that I just feel a little bit and I will be okay, but sometimes it's good to get that off your chest. So, hi everyone. Also, I don't need advice, because whenever I talk about these things, people are like, yeah, Kayla, just don't upload, and that, I can't just not upload. That's just not gonna happen, and I want to stream. But like, in my mind, it's the same thing as being like, oh yeah, just don't sleep. Like, kind of need to, actually. Like, Even though I don't sleep, though. That's what gets cut in my life. I'm not. Am I okay? Is Lil Simsie okay? A thread. My friend Rochelle posted these tweets. Oh my god, why am I telling you about this? Okay, I keep talking about Kiwi sitting also. You guys know that I love Rochelle very, very much. She's like my best friend. Very cool person, makes cool YouTube and Twitch content. She's cool, and she's from New Zealand, so it's a win in many ways. But anyway, she posted this tweet very recently, and it's these pictures of me. I don't even want to explain them. I'll link the tweet in the description box, but the caption was, "Is Lil Simsie okay?" A thread. And now it's one of my favorite things to quote because, I mean, it's very relatable. Is Lil Simsie okay? A thread. And I do it to other things too, is Bob Pancakes okay? A threat. That's a bad example, but it's just a fun thing to quote. So you get the meme now. But I'll link the tweet because you deserve to see it, even though it's so embarrassing. It's these screenshots of Snapchats I had sent her over the course of the last year, and I had forgotten they existed, and she found them one time, and so she sent them to me, and I was literally sobbing about it. When I saw the pictures, I was laughing so hard I was crying. I actually couldn't breathe, and I was like, you have to post these on Twitter. The people need to see. It's very important. And so now they're out in public, which is also maybe a bad thing, but it's okay. We have blessed you on this day with these pictures. Why did I talk about this in a YouTube video? I have just made it so that so many more of you are going to see how ridiculous I can be. What is wrong with me? But basically, I'll tell you, in case you can't check or whatever, but it's pictures of me on Snapchat, but holding up my leg. It doesn't make any sense, but the faces I'm making and just in general, it's so dumb and so bad. And the more I think about it, the more I kind of want to cry right now just thinking about it, but not in a sad way, in a cry laughing way, because it's so stupid and just, oh my god. But yeah, is Lil Simsie okay? A thread. The answer, no. But we're fine. We're working through things. I'll be alright. But yeah, I've reached a point where I literally spent an hour on my stream the other day talking about stuff I had read for one of my history classes. On stream, I was like, you guys will not believe this. And because I'm taking a class about women in American history. It's required for my major. I'm a history major. And I spent an hour on stream talking about women in Puritan society. So, riveting content on Twitch, you guys. But that's the point I've reached where I just keep recycling content. I'm saying the same things on Twitch and on my essays and on in my speed builds now. And I don't the fact that I really sat there and I was people seem to be interested, so that's maybe why I kept going on for so long, but I really sat there talking about Puritans for an hour. That, I'm very interested in these things, so it was fun for me, but I'm very aware that many people do not care about history. So, I, little old history major here, do a lot, but do you? Probably not, so sorry about that if you had to listen to that, and I probably won't do it in my videos, but you never know. It might get to a point where I'm you guys will not believe what they did in the Chesapeake, okay? And when I get to that point, just know, is Lil Simsie okay? A thread? No, she's not. But we're fine. Speaking of which, do you ever think about how, if you had been born, I don't know, 200 years ago, you would most certainly be dead? Because I do. You hear about these people and how they moved to the US and, founded colonies and, I would be so dead in so many ways. There's literally no way I could have handled that. So, thank God I was born in 1999 and not 17 whatever, because, you know what? We're going strong. Well, am I going strong? I'm going a lot stronger now than I would be if I was born 200 years ago. So, and I'm allowed to, exist. So there's that. That's always fun. Because some people weren't back in those days. Anyway, tea. Is that, we shouldn't call it, that's more than tea, isn't it? What am I doing? I'm talking about history. What did I tell you? This is a sign. Is Lil Simsie okay? No. Oh boy. All right. Deep breaths, you guys. Everything is fine. Last night, here's a fun little tidbit of information for you. Last night, I ordered a pizza on stream because I've been live for 5 hours, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna order a pizza and get off when it gets here, okay? And then it wasn't here yet, and I had gone for 5 hours, so I was like, okay, it's 5 hour mark, I'm gonna get off right now. And literally, as I was ending the stream, the doorbell rang with the pizza. Isn't that kind of fun? What timing is that? What are the chances? It was supposed to be there 5 minutes ago. It was 5 minutes late and ended up being there exactly as my stream was ending. like, and because I was editing my stream still, and the roommate Jill was here, she was like, hey, I can get it for you, and so she went downstairs to sign for me, and I was like, nice. And I was just signed for it. I can stream for 5 hours. I get pizza. Like, the worst part of that is talking to the pizza guy. Is that just me? I hate talking to people, like delivery people, anything. I had to answer a phone call today. Didn't like that very much. I know it's a little thing, but like I don't want to talk to you. You know, I'm okay. Can't you just text people? Like, why do you need to call me? Why, like, the things you had to say weren't important enough for a call. Why couldn't you just be like, hey Kayla, is this time good? Like, that it's not an issue worth calling over. I'm sorry. I don't like talking to people. I like to talk to myself. And on that note, I'm gonna go. So you guys, make sure to go ahead and leave a like and comment and subscribe. I'm so sorry for this. And make sure to do all those fun YouTube things. And in case you guys didn't know, and make sure to do what? And make sure to do all those fun YouTube things. And make sure to do all those fun YouTube things. And in case you guys didn't know, I post new videos every single day. And so I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, everybody. My computer is yelling at me to free up storage space. Don't you know I'm recording? Please leave me alone.